Okay, it is June 1st, 2024, and I've got a bit of an experiment here we're going to play with, and that is that we have this fresh ham roast that was donated to us by Jesus. There's the sticker on it. It's December. It was actually packaged, I guess you can't call it fresh, 12/15 of 23. Keep frozen. It was until the last 2 days. This is a ham roast. I've never tried to smoke a ham roast before, but I'm going to try it here. This is not cured. Let's see if I can get some more light on here. It's not cured, and it is, the way it came off the pig. And I know there's two parts to this, the butt and the shank. I honestly don't know which is which. I'm assuming that if it were cut in half, this would be the shank and this would be the butt, but maybe I'm mistaken. Who the hell knows? At any rate, I'm going to prepare it here by scoring it all around, and once it's fully scored, we'll get some binder on it. I'm going to use yellow mustard for the binder, and then we'll get some rub on it. Okay, I'm about to do some scoring. I've never done it before, but I've been told that they should be about 1/4 inch deep in a diamond pattern. So I'm just going to start going across the grain. Now we're going to go the opposite direction to form the diamonds. This will allow more surface area for the ham to absorb the smoke. And I'm told to expect, about 20 minutes per pound, maybe as much as 30, to smoke it to 165, which is the first data point. And at 165, we're then going to turn around, and we're gonna pull it out from the smoker, and we are going to put some barbecue sauce, kind of a glaze that I'm going to make. I'm going to make it with apricot and barbecue, a tomato-based barbecue sauce, and that'll be a glaze that we're going to put on it, and then we're going to put it back in a foil pan with a tightly tinted foil cover, and that is going to cook until the meat is about 200 to 205, right in that range. At which point I'm told that this stuff will pull just like a pork shoulder. You can just pull it apart. Hopefully it'll have a nice bark on it, and apricot glaze just sounds really good to me, so that's why I chose it. What do you think? My shadow's kind of in the way, isn't it? I don't have any fancy studio lighting in here. This is my kitchen. Okay, that's scored. Binder is next. Okay, this is a messy phase. I'm about to put the binder on, and for a binder, I'm using this stuff, just regular yellow mustard. And for people that haven't tried this before, it doesn't impart a flavor of mustard at all. It just cooks right out of it. But this helps. What it helps is helps the rub stick to the meat, the beef or pork or whatever you're using. In this case, of course, a ham. Now, since this is uncured and not cooked, it should be, unsalted too. So I'm going to use salt in my rub. If it were a real ham that had already been cured and cooked, I wouldn't put any salt. Rub is next. Okay, we're going to use something that a rub that I like to use. It's a recipe we purchased online. It's a Jeff's rub is what it is. And so I'm going to just try to sprinkle a liberal coating on here. You may have noticed I had a little bit of stuff already on. That's some freestyle, I'll call it, stuff I had added. I added a touch of chili powder and a touch of cayenne pepper, just to give it just a little bit of barbecue kick. Some people that aren't used to doing this might say, what in the world are you using so much? This is a rub. This will help form the bark on the thing. And hopefully it'll get down in here into these areas and not cake too badly. It's not really any good if it gets caked in. Enough for that side. I'm going to go down and check on the smoker and see where we're at on temperature wise. And we're going to let this sit and baste with this Jeff's rub goodness on it. And then she'll go on. Smoker temperature I'm looking for is somewhere between 225 and 275 on an offset smoker. We're going to cook today with hickory and cherry. Okay, I just want to tell you I just put it on. And it's coming back up to temp right now. So you got a little more dirt in the smoke than I'd like, but it's not bad because it's coming back up. There's the platter it came off of. There's the in the hole piece of wood. Let's see. This temp is about I'll call it 265. In the upper left, it's right at 200. And then right there on the monitor, it's 218. That 218 is right at the butt. The butt currently is 46 degrees. So it's got to go about 120 degrees. And then I'll pull it off to box it up, you know, and put it in, put a glaze on it. Firebox down here. I don't know, seems to be operating fine. Okay, enough for now. Signing off. Okay, I just finished trimming the ribs. These are Sam's Club Members Mark, I guess they call it. These are pork spare ribs, and they're pretty nice. They have a membrane on them. I've already removed the membrane. I've squared off the end here and squared off the top. They're what, according to what I've read, these are called Kansas City cut. They do not have the breastbone attached, but they have everything else is intact. So all of the stuff I trimmed off right here, all of this is going to go get cooked up, of course, and then thrown in the beans tomorrow. It'll make for good stuff. I'm getting ready to cover these with olive oil and then put the rub on them. Back in a minute. Okay, we're back. I'm meat side up on both of these. I'm going to start with the rub on the meat side up. And what I've done here is used olive oil as a binder. So I've covered both sides with olive oil. That'll help the stuff to stick. And I have a salt and pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, oh, and a little bit of cayenne pepper. We normally have our own rub choices we use for this, but I couldn't help but try this one. This is from Franklin, Aaron Franklin's, what he uses for a mix, or at least what he uses on what he used on the one video. So I'm a big fan of Aaron Franklin's channel. And I like most of what they do. So we're going to give this a try. These, by the way, are pork spare ribs. You can see they're nice and not just meaty, but lots of fat granules in here. So lots of stuff to melt down and keep them super moist. This is going to be the little surprise that we put in with the ham that's smoking right now. That ham has been smoking and it's been on almost an hour now, not quite, but almost an hour. So enough for now. Okay, we're sitting down here. It's about the ham has been on about an hour, and now I'm about ready to put the pork ribs on. These are spare ribs. Here's an idea of what we're looking at. I'm going to put them on meat side up. And I want them running a little hotter. This needs to get another piece of wood on it. Hopefully you can see what how the ham is doing there. I'm going to put these two side by side right here. Meat side up. That. Meat side up. Ouch. I should maybe put them on the top shelf, but I'm going to leave them right here for now. Let me move the camera just so you get a better view. So there we go. We're running a little low right now, so I'm going to get some more wood on there quick. You can see right now with the top open, it's only 139 at the surface, but the key is 73 is the current temperature of the ham. Let's get this back up. We'll get this shut. Okay, this is the 3-hour checkup. That is 3 hours for the ham and 2 hours for the ribs. Let's take a look and see what we have. You can see temperature-wise, we're just about 325 in the lower right. We're about 2 1/4 in the upper left, and we're just over 2 1/4, 229, almost 230 at the grate on the ham. Let's take a look. There's the ham, and here are the ribs. The ribs are about to get sprayed and sauced. That ham is only at 77 degrees supposedly. I'm not sure I trust that probe. I'm going to reposition that probe while we're at it here. So let me set this aside and restart here in just a minute. Okay, I'm going to first spritz this with a little apple juice. And then I'm gonna sauce it a little bit. Okay, that's good enough for now. Let me spritz this as well. Can't hurt to have a little extra moisture. Apple cider vinegar, nothing wrong with that. Let me I'm going to reposition the probe and see what that does. Now we're gonna give those ribs about 15 minutes or so. Okay, it's 25 minutes later, and we're about to pull off the ribs and wrap them, or at least that's my theory. Let's take a look and see what they look and feel like. So, oh, boy. So all told, it's been 2 hours and 45 minutes. I'm gonna look at these ribs right here. If I can get them up without breaking them in two. Holy cow, do these look good. I think these things are ready to rumble. So what I'm doing is I'm spritzing underneath this. And then I'm gonna lay down some barbecue sauce. Same sauce I put on it. I'm gonna put it meat side down. Check out that side. Woo! Now this side was closer to the fire, so maybe it's a little more done. Keep getting this thing clogged. I think it's because there are chunks of goodness in this. Okay. Now, put this and this together. Wrap it up nice and tight. How's that look? Looks pretty damn good, I think. We'll see what it looks like on the bottom side here in a minute. Get some apple cider vinegar down. I think I'm gonna have to go get some more barbecue sauce. Let me turn this over. Oh, look at that. Okay. Gotta grab some more barbecue sauce. This is sweet sauce of mine, original barbecue. Just a little thing, nothing special, but I picked it up in Shields, and I think it's pretty good from what I can tell. Now that's pretty thick, so let's get some apple cider vinegar down to kind of loosen it up a little bit. And so this is meat side down now. Okay, meat side first. Here's another one, meat side first. I swapped the two to make up for the closeness to the fire. The ham is currently running about 80 degrees. I'll take this opportunity to spritz it again. I'm tempted to turn the ham upside down, but I'm gonna leave it for now. All right, that is the deal. We are now 2:55. We are 4 hours into this operation, 3 hours almost for the rib. Okay, I just pulled this off the smoker. It's now at 165 or a little better, and I'm gonna glaze it and put it back on till 200 to 205, so it'll shred up super nice. Okay, I have to admit, 2 hours before this picture was taken, the yard work took priority over running video. With that said, the ribs turned out outstanding. I will cook them exactly the same again. They were wonderful. As for the ham was finished on the green egg, sealed up as I described, at a steady 350 degrees for almost 3 hours until there was about 202, 203. It shredded wonderfully and tasted fantastic. I will do smoked uncured ham again. Okay, it's about 25 minutes later, and I'm about to pull off.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Hey Siri, shut up. Wow! Don't do that without having some sort of protection on your hand. That's what I just learned.